But I am excited to see what's going to happen too at RB Leipzig now that Julian Nagelsmann's leaving. And who's arriving? I think it's an American, right?
It is an American. This is a big moment for American managers because there was no real reason for them to be respected on the world stage, and it remains to be seen what Jesse will do. Obviously at Leipzig. So I know that's a harsh statement to say that there's no real reason for American coaches to be respected, but it's simply because there hasn't been many, obviously, to come from Major League Soccer. Major League Soccer has only been around since 1996, and Jesse Marsch is one of the first transplants. I'm not going to say it was seamless, but him stepping out of the comfort zone, learning German, going to Salzburg, integrating new talent. Guys like Dominic, I'm going to kill his last name, Soboschlei, guys like Patson Daka and Brendan Aronson more recently. But in Major League Soccer, he won the equivalent to being top of the table, the equivalent to essentially winning the Scudetto. The issue is that, of course, it being America, you got to have playoffs after that. So in Major League Soccer, you have Supporters Shield, and then you have the MLS Cup. And he did win the Supporters Shield, which is the best record in MLS, which is pretty good. But impressive. There's no real history of managers. So he's the first. He's kind of paving the way. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm actually really, really hyped to see the reunion between Dominic and Jesse Marsch. Because for someone who only checks the stats and sees the highlights, the numbers that he was putting up at Red Bull Salzburg were absolutely insane. And he is the catalyst for Hungary being in the same group as Portugal. So Portuguese fans, watch out for this Dominic kid at Hungary. He's really good. And he hasn't been playing at RB Leipzig because of injury. But when he starts to get consistent minutes, oh boy, he might be the best under 22, under 23 player in the Bundesliga next season. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and he had to wait his turn at Salzburg as well. You know, he wasn't a shoo-in right away. But you have targets there like Patson Daka and Enoch Mwepu and Sekou Koita, I think his name is.
Yes.
Just some real good offensive firepower. It's going to be really interesting when he's healthy, and let's hope that that's soon. I don't know if he'll be back at 100% for the Euros, but man, do I hope so for Hungary's sake. But he is a guy that I think him and Dani Olmo are two that can be the architects for a Jesse Marsch team for years to come. And then you got to obviously rebuild the center of defense. But from, not to get off on a tangent, from Marsch's perspective, he's ridden that pipeline up, from Red Bull New York to Red Bull Salzburg to Red Bull Leipzig. He is doing something that no American manager has ever done. And that is intriguing, to say the least. And we obviously all here would like to see it go well, because he is a man of his players. I don't know if you've seen any of the locker room footage of him winning the cup, but it is hysterical because he's dancing, he's busting a move to Sweet Caroline, and just enjoying the moment, probably more so than most of the players. So him in a Bundesliga setting is going to be a lot of fun for people to watch, because he's got a personality and he is hungry to learn.
He might be bringing Daka to RB Leipzig. I wouldn't be surprised, because I have here Daka's numbers, and in the Austrian league, Patson Daka has 23 games, 24 goals, and 5 assists.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but that is Haaland-esque numbers.
Yeah.
Like unfolding right before us. So maybe Dortmund might think, oh, we got Haaland from there. We might as well just get Daka too, if he's coming of Haaland.
Well, yeah, if someone comes in with a 150 million euro bid for Haaland, they might have to spend a fraction of that on Daka. But yeah, you have to remember Jesse Marsch was also there for Haaland.
And we can do update of the week on Haaland. Who do you think is going to get him now?
Oh, jeez. You like doing that a whole lot more than I do. I honestly have no clue.